In a small village nestled between green mountains and clear streams, there was a humble church with a pastor named Thomas. Pastor Thomas was a gentle and wise shepherd, beloved by his flock. The villagers often noticed how deeply he cared for others, how he shared their joys and sorrows alike. One day, a young boy named Samuel approached Pastor Thomas with a curious question. "Pastor," he asked, his young face earnest, "does God cry?" Pastor Thomas, taken aback by the question, paused. He pondered the sincerity behind the boy's question, and saw in it a reflection of many who wondered about the tenderness of God. "Let me tell you a story," Pastor Thomas responded. "There was once a great city, where people had forgotten kindness. Their hearts were hard like stone, and they caused much suffering to one another, so much so that cries of anguish reached heaven. One day, a stranger appeared among them, a wise and gentle teacher. He tried to talk to the people and show them a better way, but they turned away. Despite their refusal, he continued to love them. This stranger reminded everyone that they were, indeed, children of a loving Creator, urging them to open their hearts. Though the people continued to ignore the stranger's message, there was one instance when a little girl, who had been shunned due to her poverty, approached him. She had eyes full of sorrow and pain. The stranger picked her up, and in that moment, those who watched saw something incredible, tears shimmering in the stranger's eyes. The crowd didn't understand that these were tears of love, not of sadness. They were the result of a heart so full of compassion that it overflowed. It was as if God Himself was weeping for His lost children, sharing in their pain, and yearning for their hearts to soften. Years later, people remembered that stranger and understood the truth he'd been trying to teach. God is love, and when His children hurt, so does He, longing to offer His comforting embrace. Samuel sat quietly, absorbing the story's depth. Pastor Thomas finished. "You see, Samuel, God doesn't cry as we do, but He feels deeply for us. Just as the teacher's tears were not of helplessness, but of profound love, God's heart reaches to us even in our darkest times." The boy looked satisfied, his heart lightened by the understanding that he was cherished by a Creator who never turned His back. The lesson here is powerful. God's empathy knows no bounds, and His love encompasses our every joy and sorrow. He will wipe every tear from their eyes.